Hey guys, welcome back, and today with a little bit different topic than OBS explained. From time to time, understand when I will have a cool idea that I want to talk about. I'm going to make here a different type of video, but still connected to streaming and video games content. And today I'll show you an extra use of your Stream Deck, and that is for editing videos. So if you were planning to buy one, here is one more excuse for you if you are a video creator. I personally own one Stream Deck Plus, so let me answer a few questions before we start. Is this device useful? Yes. Does it look extremely cool? Yes. Is it satisfying to use? Yes. Is it cheap? No. Do you need one? Definitely no. Honestly, I was saving few months to buy one, and also I bought it on sale. So maybe you can choose same approach, but honestly, like I said, you don't need one. You can achieve same result with keyboard shortcuts, and I was also using them for years. But at this point, owning a Stream Deck is almost like a trademark that you're a streamer, so I feel you that you want to own one. So first, let me show you how can this workflow look like. That's me editing video using Stream Deck. And honestly, if you are already used to editing with keyboard shortcuts, it might want to some getting used to it. If you are just about to start, I would say go for it. And if you're asking why I don't have a mousepad, because it was dirty, okay? And I didn't want to show it. Okay, and finally let's jump into how to set it. And that is pretty easy to do. So let's start with opening Stream Deck app. I hope I don't have to say that if you have a Stream Deck, you have to have a Stream Deck app. So what I found is that you have multiple options how to set your Stream Deck, and method I'm going to show you is already my second option. I used to have it differently, but recently I found this one, and I have to say I find it a little bit better, but that's me and you might prefer some different method. So first I'm going to click this drop-down menu and I will select Edit Profiles. In this new window I will click plus button and select Add New Profile. Then right click and rename, and I'm going to call it video editing, so you can use it to whatever video editing app you're using. Also, you can select video editing app over here, so when you launch your app, Stream Deck will automatically switch your profile to that one that is set for your video editing. As you can see, I have two profiles, one for DaVinci and one for Premiere Pro, because I use both of them, but honestly they both are totally identical. It just feels better to me have it this way. Now on your main page or wherever where you have some space, place this switch profile navigation key and set profile to video editing. You can find the key under the navigation drop-down menu on the right. By clicking this, it will take us to brand new empty profile, and we can start dropping hotkey keys everywhere, even on dials.
But still, I don't have a Stream Deck Plus, I have regular Stream Deck.
No problem, there is always a solution. If you have Stream Deck XL, you probably have enough space to place each of mine 3 shortcuts on dial somewhere on your Stream Deck XL. Just think about it, how it will be more practical for you. And if you have regular Stream Deck, just go to navigation keys and place next page somewhere on your Stream Deck, and place remaining functions on the second page. You can add up to 10 pages, so you should be okay. Just also think about how and when you are using which key. You know what? Screw it. After I'll show you how I have my keys on my Stream Deck Plus, I will create shortcut layout even for Stream Deck XL and regular Stream Deck, so you can print screen them and set them according to me. With that out of the way, let's get back to keys layout. Where did I end it? Oh yes, place everywhere a hotkey key. Now, like I said in this video where I talk about how to speed up your editing process, I set my shortcuts differently, not how they are set when you install your software. And once again, I'm repeating, I set it according to Kirk, a video editor of Peter McKinnon, so I will link the video where he's talking about his shortcuts down into the description. I'm going to start from top left and will be moving to the right and then next row. First, I have a Ctrl V shortcut, and right next to that I have Ctrl C. I use those quite often when I'm doing subtitles for my gaming channel. So maybe after finishing this video you can check that channel as well. Also, I use Ctrl V more often, so that's the reason why that one is first. It's just more comfortable for me. To set this multi-key shortcut, just click into this hotkey window and then press Ctrl V on your keyboard. Next one is ripple delete from start of the clip to the playhead, and I have it on Q key, so hotkey is set to Q. You can once again click on a hotkey window and then press key to set shortcut, or with this shortcut that is only one key, you can click this drop down menu, go to alphanumerics, and here is your whole keyboard and you just select corresponding key. And this process you can repeat on every other shortcut in this video. After that is a similar one, ripple delete from playhead until the end of the clip. And that one I have on W, so hotkey for that one is W. In second line, first shortcut is split clip, which will do regular cut, and I have it on S key. Then there is delete key, which bind to D. Another quite common is undo, so it's obvious Ctrl Z, and last one is save, so Ctrl S. Even though DaVinci is saving automatically after each action, it just feels better to press it and to be sure. Also, like I said, I have it same on Premiere Pro and there isn't autosave after each action. And with that, let's move to the dials. With dials, you can assign 3 shortcuts, one for turning it clockwise, one for turning it counterclockwise, and one for pressing it. So on the first dial, turning it clockwise, I have key 1, which is shortcut for zoom in. So automatically on counterclockwise is key 2 and it is zoom out. And on a press, I have a space key, which is play pause. So can you see the pattern that I chose for the dials? To put their action that seems like turning dial should make something like that, and turning it counterclockwise, it is a opposite function. Second dial is to speed up my workflow, so I will not watch the full footage on average speed. So turning it clockwise, I have key L, which is fast forward 2, 4, 8 or 16 times according how much I turn the dial. And counterclockwise is rewind in same speed like fast forward, and it's on key J. And then press is K key, and that is stop, which works great with fast forward and rewind. Third dial is for editing clips. Turning dial clockwise is key 4, which will swap selected clip with the clip in front of it. And that means on turning it counterclockwise is key 3 to swap selected clip with the clip behind it. The functions are called swap clips towards left and swap clips towards right. And pressing the dial is for A, which will select all clips forward on all tracks. And last, fourth dial is for using arrow keys for some precision editing. So clockwise is right arrow key and counterclockwise is left arrow key. On press, I have V key, which in DaVinci is function edit point, and your pointer will jump to the closest beginning or end of the clip on any layer, but I personally set it for Premiere Pro, where it's select tool. And that is pretty much how my Stream Deck settings looks like. As you can see, I have second page of settings, but there is nothing more, just switch profile shortcut to return back to main profile. And now, as I promised, I'm going to show you how would I set my Stream Deck and Stream Deck XL if I haven't had dials on Stream Deck Plus. But to see those, there is a paywall in form of liking this video and subscribing to the channel. No, there is not, but I would really appreciate it. Anyway, I'm not going to talk that much about each other. I'll just show it to you here. You can screenshot it and use it as a reference to set your Stream Deck. So let's start with easier, which is Stream Deck XL. And that one is quite easy, I would say. So I would use first 3 columns to set shortcuts of the dials. In first column, I would place counterclockwise function, into the second column a clockwise function, and into third column a function on press. And then place rest of the shortcuts. And after further thinking, I would place them into next 2 columns, like you can see on this picture. But feel free to experiment if you prefer something else, and you still have a lot of buttons for other functions. And now for the Stream Deck with 12 buttons. That one might be challenged. So you will have to probably use 2 pages of shortcuts. So first create next page and previous page shortcut. Above them, I would place save button, so if you accidentally misclick, it will only save your project. And above that, probably undo button. On the first page, I would start with first 2 columns as functions of the dials. Also, as you can see, I left out K key since it's quite similar to space. And one more thing you can consider changing: select clips forward with select tool according to software that you are using. It might be more useful. So the first page is dedicated for rough cut and second page mostly for tools that I'm using for subtitles. So I would not switch pages that often. But it's how would I place it, so feel free to change it according to how you like it and according to your workflow. And yeah, that was how to use Stream Deck for video editing. Meanwhile, I was working on this video, Elgato updated their Photoshop plugin and announced that they are going to work on more Adobe software to integrate them. So maybe in future we will get something for Premiere Pro. But using these hotkeys as shortcuts will be still effective and you can use it for any software. So I hope that you learned something new, and if so, please consider liking this video and maybe also even subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of this content. And I will see you in the next video or in the video that I already have on the profile. Oh, and for the next video I have something really cool for you. I will be talking about